Welcome, aspirants, to our UPSC podcast presented by Syllabus Coach. Listen, learn, and revise with the journey of Syllabus Coach. We are doing the Indian history. We have come now to the Indus Valley civilization. Friends, here, before entering into the lesson, I would like to emphasize the extent of Indus Valley civilization. Many of us believe Indus Valley civilization is all about that Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, which is present found in the Pakistan region. But no, it's very huge, friends. As per the existing records of excavation archaeological departments, the westernmost site of Indus Valley is in Afghanistan, that is called as Sutka Jenda, and the easternmost site is Alamgirpur, which is present in our Uttar Pradesh. So imagine that it is so huge, right? It has existed for about 1,000 years in almost all over the Indian subcontinent, right? So coming to the discovery fronts, the archaeological excavations of Indus Valley civilization happened in the early decades of the 20th century, which brought to light an extensive civilization of this present in the Indian subcontinent. So it has nearly 1,500 sites still now have been excavated in the Indian subcontinent, right? The central zone, the northwestern zone, and many zones are present in the Indus along the Indus rivers. So coming to the important sites, the first and foremost obviously is Harappa. It was the first Indus site to be discovered and excavated by Dayaram Sahni in 1921 on the river Ravi. The Indus civilization was originally called as the Harappan civilization after the discovery of this site. There are six granaries here which are located outside the citadel but immediately next to it in the west region. Barracks or rows of single room quarters are situated just below the walls of the citadel. The location of Harappa has led several others to conclude that it was the gateway city. Two types of burial practices, one of typical R37 type and other H type symmetry, are seen. Friends, other findings which are present in Harappa are the stone symbol of Lingam and Yoni, Virgin Goddess seal, wheat and barley in wooden mortar, log chasing a deer in bronze, nude male and nude dancing female, naked male torso has been found, which also shows traces of Jainism. So the second important site, friends, is Mohenjo-daro, which is currently present in the Sindh region of Pakistan. It is one of the largest sites and it was discovered by R.D. Banerjee in 1922, situated on the river Indus. In Sindhi language, the word Mohenjo-daro means mound of the dead. So other buildings like Assembly Hall and other administrative buildings are also present here. The important findings in Mohenjo-daro are Pashupati seal, bronze image of a dancing girl, and three cylindrical seals, clay figures of Mother Goddess, etc. Friends, the Great Bath, which you see in Hrithik Roshan's Mohenjo-daro movie, which has a blue color pool, swimming pool kind, that is called as the Great Bath. The Great Bath is the most important place for the public. It was used for religious bathing, steps at either end of the surface. There were even changing rooms too. So, friends, what about the town planning and urban structure? We can say safely that Indus Valley civilization is one of the earliest urban town planning structures in the entire world. So, town planning was not uniform, however. Common features of entire cities was grid system. That means in many of the cities of urban valley civilization, grid system was present. The streets were in right angles and rectangular blocks. So that was the engineering at that time. The towns were divided into two parts, the upper part or the lower part. Friends, the upper part is called as the citadel. So the fort or the king lies on the citadel. So there will be a fort, king fort on the citadel, which obviously lies, which is away from the river. So friends, why the citadel is away from the river? Because it has when if anytime floods will come, it all the granaries will also be there on the citadel upper part, so it should not be flooded in the river, so it will be away from the river. Houses often of two or more stories generally had side entrances. That means there are two-storied buildings, apartment kind of buildings also in Indus Valley civilization. There was also use of burnt bricks. So just like we use burnt bricks now, at that time also bricks were used, and even underground drainage system was also present in Mohenjo-daro. Even manholes were also there. So this shows the developed sense of health and sanitation. What we are talking of Swachh Bharat now has existed in Indus Valley itself. What about the drainage system? Well, it was very impressive. In almost all cities, friends, every big or small house had its own bathroom. Water flowed from the houses to the streets, which had drains. The quality of bathrooms is remarkable and unique. Coming to the social life, friends, it was a highly developed urban way of life. I'm again stressing urban way, friends. Indus Valley civilization is called as the urban culture. After the Indus Valley civilization, Vedic civilization starts in the areas of northern Gangetic plains, that is treated as a rural class people. Okay, these are the urban class people because of their lifestyle, friends. So the social life has includes priests, merchants, craftsmen, peasants, laborers, etc. The dress of the men consisted of two garments, the upper and the lower cotton garments. Wool was also used. Women used different kinds of necklaces. Bracelets were also used. The Harappan women knew the art of wall painting. So paintings were also famous, friends. Political life. Wow, politics is also there. There is no clear idea about the political organization of Harappans. No temples have been found. We have no idea of religious structures except the Great Bath. Therefore, it would be wrong to think that priests ruled in Harappa. It must be noted that Harappans were lacking in weapons. So, friends, these people were not armed people. They did not get the need to fight against others. So, there were no weapons. This is a takeaway. Second takeaway, there is no political class which can be traced out right now by the evidences we have. These two are the key takeaways. So coming to religious life, the chief female deity is a terracotta figure where a plant is shown growing out of the embryo of a woman representing mother goddess. So they used to pray the natural gods like the mother goddess, which is their chief female deity. Who is their chief male deity? He is Pashupati Mahadeva, just like our Shiva. So he is represented in seals as sitting in a yogic posture. Okay. He is surrounded by elephant, tiger, rhino, buffalo, and two deers. There are numerous symbols of phallus, also called as lingam, and female sex organs made of stone, indicates the prevalence of lingam and yoni worship. So, thus, friends, you should understand that the religion is not more about abstract gods, but it is more about the natural gods and the human figures and human reproductive organs they see. They worship the nature. So trees, animals, birds, and stones were also worshipped. No temple has been found, though idolatry was practiced. Indus people may also believed in ghosts and evil forces as amulets are protection against them. So, friends, in many of the figures you see amulets were worn on their hands. That means they are also believing in ghosts or some evil forces. So coming to the economic life, the Harappan economy was based on irrigated surplus agriculture, cattle rearing, proficiency in crafts, and trade. Agriculture was backbone of the civilization. The soil was fertile. They used wooden plough, right? Example, Kalibangan. Crops were produced like wheat, barley, pears, mustard, millet, etc. At Lothal, rice husks were found. First to produce cotton in the world, which Greeks called as Sindon, derived from Sind. So, friends, these Harappa Mohenjo-daro Indus Valley people used to import cotton, right? Sorry, export cotton. So, in other countries of Africa like Egypt, as this cotton has been exported from the Sind region, it is called as the Sindon. So a fragment of cotton cloth was found at Mohenjo-daro. Indigo was evident from Rosdi, well irrigation from Aldinho, dams and irrigation canals from Dholavira. Sugarcane was not known to Indus people, friends. This is an important thing. Coming to trade, agriculture, industry, and forest produce provided the basis for the trade through the barter system. You all know what barter system is: exchange of goods without any coins or currency, right? Coins are not evident. This is also important takeaway. There is no evidence of coins or currency. That means it was on purely on barter system. Indus Valley civilization was also mentioned as Meluha in Sumerian literature. That means foreign countries ancient literature also has mentioned about our Indus Valley civilization. Art and architecture, which is one of the finest in Indus Valley civilization, we need to discuss about it. Important things are Harappan pottery, Harappan seals, the script and language, and the terracotta figures. Let me start with Harappan pottery. Harappan pottery is a bright or dark red and uniformly well baked. Okay, on the whole, Harappan pottery was highly utilitarian in character, though the painted designs on some pieces show a remarkable artistic touch. That means Harappan pottery is not mainly for artistic touch, but it is for utensils, okay, which can be utilized in the daily needs. Now, coming to Harappan seals, The seals are made of steatite. This is important. They are made of steatite. Steatite means soft stone. Okay. Now, what about the script and the language? Script and language, friends, is well at for now it is undeciphered. It cannot be traced. Script is mostly of pictographic in nature. Fish symbols are also represented, and actually this style is called as Bostrofedon style. That means the writing will start from left to right, and in the second line it will come to right to left, and again in the third line it will come from left to right. This is called as a Bostrofedon zigzag style. Friends, a picture of that Bostrofedon can be seen in the Dholavira of Gujarat. And finally, terracotta figures. Fire baked clays was used to make toys, objects of worship, animals, both male and female, right? So what about the mystical decline? How Indus Valley civilization has declined? There are many mystical assumptions. Some of them are, for example, one thinker called Wheeler says it is some external aggression, some external tribes or some other people might have attacked the Indus Valley civilization and might have killed them. Some thinkers like M.R. Sawhney says the Indus Valley has flooded hugely and inundated, just like what is shown in our Mohenjo-daro Hrithik Roshan's movie. And some people also say that it is climate change, deforestation, and destruction of the rivers, etc. So there are a lot of such things, but nothing has been established as per now. So friends, that is the end of Indus Valley civilization. The next lesson will be Vedic cultures. It is a very big and very important lesson. I'll be waiting there. Please join me in the next lesson. If you like this video, like it, comment and subscribe.